Hey guys, this is TWR Dragon again, and we are in the finals of MGL tournament number 4, where I face Aura of Death from RTK again. Because if I don't know if you watched it, but in last finals we also faced each other, where he beat the crap out of me 2-0, pretty much. It was quite brutal. In here though, he chose map for the first game, and it is Hapa Ridge. Interesting choice for a map. You don't see it all that often in tournaments. We have Sword Dojo, we have Shrine, and we have Archery Dojo. So, let's quickly go through the builds. I have Fire Cav level 6 with a Light Cav, Yari Cav level 6 with a Light Cav, and one level 2 Katana Cav for my cavalry. And for my infantry, I've got Sword Attendants, uh, two of them backed up by Nagi Monks level 5 and two attendants behind. For my skirmishing department, I've got Matchlock Samurai with attendants, and I also have a Bulletproof Samurai on a flank. And of course, my general is leadership. For him, he also has a leadership general, although he's his melee leadership instead of leadership melee instead of leadership bow. He's got light cav, light cav, light cav, so three light cav in the middle, four light cav, one, two, no, three light cavs, yes. Yari cavalry, another light cav. Yari cavalry is level 6, and that seems to be it for the cavalry. As for his infantry, he's got Naginata samurais on the left flank. There is Matchlocks backed up by BP Sam. He's got two Nodachis. He has Nagimonks level 6 in front and Longyari Ashigaru level 9 with Hold Firm. And Naginata Warrior Monks level 6 again, and Naginata Samurai on the other flank. So, very mix of mostly spears, but also a few swords and a Matchlock Vanilla and weak cavalry. Not as strong as I have, so. But yeah, that doesn't mean much because he has so many spears. My cavalry is kind of countered at this point, so which also makes my katana cavalry, which is quite an investment. It's a kind of a gamble unit. Uh, we're both taking a position in between the dojos, but he has more units, so he is able to uh, take sword dojo as well. At least yes, he will be able to. So infantry engagement starts almost immediately. No point delaying it. My cavalry, I try to charge something, but I'm more trying to bait his cavalry into my spears and my downhill charges. But yeah, he's got Longyari in the middle, and I should not engage that Longyari, but I do because I don't know, thinking is hard, you know. Uh, let's see what else is happening. Yeah, basically my center is gonna be tough for me. My center will slowly crumble, and as you can see, uh, the mistake that I make, that I also made in another finals, is my distribution of the distribution of my forces. So basically, I have, as you can see, I have four very strong infantry units and five very strong infantry units, and three of them is in here, right in this like a mosh pit kind of thing, and only two on the other flank. So, which means that this is very risky. If my other flank falls, which it tends to do, as you may have seen on the that other finals, These three units, whatever they're killing, it's not worth it to have them here. And his positioning is very nice because he can also shoot if opportunity arises. Here I'm shooting at his Nagi-san with my Matchlock Samurai. But yeah, I don't react fast enough. He did a good job at getting his cavalry in time. Now I charge, but it's kind of late. So I'm trying to utilize my katana cav, but it's really hard because he has a lot of spears, and his swords are in between his spears, so it's not. I can't even get to those two very cheap, relatively cheap swords. As you can see, my one of my monks fell, and another one is falling already. So even though I'm doing well here, it's very. This is on a downhill slope, so once he wins that other flank, he can wrap around and take out these units. Here I don't have any more units basically because I went quality over quantity, and the fact is I went with a lot of cavalry, which was kind of countered by his army, so I cannot stop this Naginata Samurai. I have no units to stop him. So at this point, this is pretty much looking over. Yes. So yeah, I have my useless cavalry units. Let's see what the kills are. 20, 50, 60 kills, 44, 33, and the others routed, I guess. Katana Cav killing 36. So yes, I think my army was poorly chosen, and it was almost completely countered by his army. Uh, I could have done better if I redistributed my forces more equally, uh, but this was a difficult one for sure for me because of the armies that we brought. Let's look at the results quickly. Nice loading times. Yes, here we are. As you can see, yeah, a very big difference in kills. He had a better army here. Only my, well, they did well, but yeah, as you can see, well for my, uh, yeah, this is relative to complete crap. So for him, his bulletproof samurai destroyed. Uh, His Longyari destroyed my center, and his Naginata samurais just wrapped around, and they Naginata samurais did not have anyone to fight. They just chopped up very weak units. Anyway, game one goes to Aura of Death, and I will see you in the game two. And we're back in game two. Game one was won by Aura, as you saw, and game two map is Alpine Ridge, which I chose. Another cool map. This game is, by the way, best of 5, so there's quite a bit to go still until the winner is found out. Let's see. We have Shrine and Sword Dojo. Let's quickly go through the armies. He has a leadership general again. He's got fire cavalry level 6, light cavalry, bow cavalry level 1 with ammunition, light cavalry, Yari cavalry. So 3 strong cavalry, 3 light cav, and a bow cav. He's got Waka Raiders rushing the sword dojo. He's got much like warrior monks vanilla, Naginata warrior monks level 6. Ah, these colors are killing my eyes. 1, 2, three, four attendants, two Nodachis, four Nodachis. So sword rush with a lot of cavalry, basically. That would be his build. As for my build, I've got also a leadership gem. I've got. I did something a bit different this time. I brought Great Guards, level 2, two of them. Where is it? Yeah, two Great Guards with two Light Cavs and Yari level 6 with a Light Cav. I've got also one, two, three Nodachis, but I have a lot more skirmishers. I have three Matchlocks. Matchlock Warrior Monk, Matchlock Samurai without increased range, and another vanilla Matchlock Samurai, and Yari Samurai is going for the Shrine. And I hope to keep it. It's gonna be important in a kiting kind of army. It usually is. So on this map, there's a lot of ways you can play. You can rush, you can kite, you can do all sorts of things. The terrain is kind of unrealistic, but it's very interesting. And sometimes you have to make terrain unrealistic to make it interesting, I suppose. I am not gonna go for the sword dojo because I know I can't get it, and I need to be in a position to shoot him as much as I can. I need to keep weaken his forces so that when the fight eventually comes, it's gonna go at least even for me, in a sense. Let's see. He is letting me get the shrine for now. Here I do increased range and I focus his Nodachi Samurai. He realizes it and he pulls back, but this has enough range, so it's gonna be a full volley. That's 25 men killed. Very good volley for me, very good exchange, basically. And I start to get back. Now, there are many ways to play this. I could force things to happen on this side and try to not engage here. Uh, focus my cavalry on the left flank, but I am afraid for my main matchlock main matchlocks. If I don't focus cavalry here, he's gonna catch them and he's gonna be able to uh, take them out, and that would be pretty much game for me because here he realizes that I charged him, and let's see, yes, this charge no, doesn't connect. In here I send in attendants to stop his charge. I'm basically delaying for my matchlocks to have more time. Let's see. There's a lot of things happening, a lot of micro going on. I am saving my Great Guard here. I didn't lose anything in Great Guard, but it did lose light cavalry. Oh, here I charged his cavalry, which was quite devastating. My Great Guard is in fight, and they're gonna do well. Even though they are outnumbered, I think this was good for me. Yari Samurai, I don't know where it's going. There's something going on here. He charges his general. He's using his leader gen kind of like a melee gen uh, because it has a very high attack. My Great Guard gets caught there and it's gonna die slowly because there are spears there. So, but yes, his general is in fight with my Yari cavalry, and that could be a good thing for me if I kill him. Uh, Let's see, I'm kiting with my two matchlocks here, and this matchlock, it's gonna be hard to save it. I'm trying to, here I take out his light cavalry with my two cav, a bit of a miss micro from him, I don't know, I think he was chasing my general. Let's see what else is going on. My Nodachis are finally engaged. My matchlock warrior monks, do they have line of sight? They do. So they're gonna start shooting soon. I need to banzai this Nodachi so that... Yes, I do here. Here he gets his general charged, which is Very good for me. This is gonna kill his general because that's a light cav charge and a great guard. Once it finishes the Yari cav of his, it's gonna get killed. He shoots the volley and I start to charge my with my great guard here. That's gonna that's gonna take out his warrior monks because while light cav might not have done so, this depleted great guards will take care of them. His gen is dead, and I basically I'm not out of position, but it's it's not over yet. I still have 3 matchlocks, and we kinda have similar amount of cavalry. Here we charge each other, Great Guard against Yarikev, and yes, he had the numbers, so that Yarikev is gonna kill my Great Guard, yes. But it gets caught in my Yari Samurai, so it's gonna be severely weakened. Here I try to get out of this situation, which is quite hard. I have another Great Guard, and he charges my Matchlock, but it's through the river, so it's not too bad. Here I charge with my General, his Bow Cavalry. So this is all quite messy, it's gotta admit. I want to finish his cavalry. Even though if I lose my Great Guard here, that's my main goal. If I take out all his cav, I'm gonna have some chance because my matchlocks here are rallies so that my matchlock doesn't shatter or rout, I guess. I charge his swords, but yeah, I don't wanna. I still have a ammo upgraded general with piercing arrows, so I don't want to lose men if I can avoid it, you know. So he's chasing this part of my army, which is kind of a mistake. He should be focusing on getting rid of this part, I believe, with his cavalry, because with his warrior monks, because he's not gonna catch these warrior monks with infantry, and I'm just uh, if I save my general and he loses his cavalry, this will be even harder for him. Here he charges back my general, but I pull out. Only 3-4 men lost, which is fine, I guess. He's but he will take care of this Watchdog warrior monks, so that's something. Oh, this is very close at the moment. No more units are left, so this is it. His units without General's aura are beginning to be very depleted, and fatigue is showing. Here I'm gonna get a volley, at least one. Let's see how many it will kill. I'm shooting Nodachi, which I don't think is all that wise. I think I should have focused warrior monks, but it's hard to say. Uh, because, yeah, I'm not sure. I think, yeah, warrior monks would have been a better choice, uh, since I couldn't shoot his cavalry. So here's his job is to catch my warrior monks and the game is over. If he catches them with either his cavalry or one of his infantry units, I am screwed. Uh, I guess as long as he keeps his cavalry. So I guess my general could still win against these very weakened units, but this is very difficult. At this point, I need to use my Yaris Samurai very effectively. I need to uh, I need to shield my Matchlock Samurai from his fire cavalry. And that's a very strong fire cavalry, by the way. It's 29 men still left, so that is not easy. Here I do rapid advance to give myself some ground. And I'm trying to slowly kill these warrior monks. 74 kills already. Here he charges but pulls out. Let's see if he loses anything. No, he doesn't. One man, which is fine. So Sordojo is still his, but he did decap Shrine, which is unfortunate for me. I'm shooting his cavalry again. 24 men left. And yes, let's see. Here, this is the opening to get into my matchlocks because my spears are not in position, but I move them. And he cannot do it anymore. I fake charge my general. Maybe he slows down, but he doesn't have attack orders, so that's why he didn't slow down, I suppose. Here I rally. I really can't afford to lose this unit, and I engage in infantry fight. So I have to take a stand here. I'm moving my matchlock to fend off his cavalry. Yes, I'm charging his walker raiders. They just rout, and I need to kill at least one of those units while my Yaris are inspired, and the back charge does it. So down to 2 versus 2. This was pretty intense when we were playing it. I did not expect that I would do as well as I did so far. My matchlocks, I'm moving them up the ridge, and this is very big. This volley or half volley is very big because his cavalry, even if it survives, I keep pulling out. Even if it doesn't survive, it routs. And now monks are catching up with Matchlock Samurai, but this is almost over because my gen here I still want to save this Matchlock Samurai to make it easier for me, but yeah, they're gonna die. They've been caught basically. Uh, Almost. Yes, they're out. And now I remember I had half of the ammunition still left, so those are armor piercing arrows, and here I try to get as close as possible to shoot them to maximize the kills. And let's speed this up for a bit. Now this game is pretty much won if I don't run out of ammo. He does the smart thing in this situation, which is just go in the woods and try to avoid getting killed. Here he charges me, I pull out. Now, there's one thing that he could have possibly done, maybe not in this situation, but moving around, you can dodge some arrows moving forward and backwards because yeah, that's something you can do if you're trying to survive in this type of situation. Let's see, 30 men and that's it. Very close game, very good game. And score is 1-1 after this. It was a costly victory indeed. Very hectic game, but yeah, that's how things are when one person brings skirmish army and another brings rush. It's either a ruffle stomp, like completely destroying of skirmisher army, or it's this kind of extended game where a lot of kiting. Similar amount of kills. Let's see. My avatar killed 146 men, which is crazy for leader gen. That's a lot of kills. Yeah, rest of the units did well. As well as they could have, because they were disadvantaged right from the beginning. For him, his infantry did well, but they kind of went, well, not even, but yeah, they didn't They were not as effective as they could have been, I guess. And he did. Big thing was that he did miss a couple of charges where I charged him and he didn't charge back. So his cavalry was not as effective as they could have been. Anyway, 1-1. This is a best of 5, as I've said, and I will see you in game 3. And we are back with the game number 3. This is Ganma Fields, which I believe Aura chose actually. So yeah, I'm on the left side, which usually gets a nice, I think probably a better deal. The trees are very close, but the same could be said for the other side, so it's hard to say. I mean, this is definitely a nice forest on Ganma Fields where you can focus the dojo, but well, so is this. So I don't think there are a lot of advantages on this map. It's also a flat map, so there's not much terrain advantage on either side. Let's go through my army quickly, leader gen as usual, and this time I brought a very spear heavy army. I have a Matchlock warrior monk, level 5 with attendance, and for my infantry I have Nagi-Sam's level 9 with 11 attack. It's his world worry. Um, I have Longyari Ashigaru level 6. I've got Naginata Samurai level 6, Naginata Samurai level 9, and Bulletproof Samurai, and yeah, that's it pretty much. And another Matchlock Ashigaru level 5. For cavalry, I've got Hidden Katana Cavalry in case I was hoping he would bring Sword Core, which I was half right, I guess. For cavalry, I've got 2 Great Guards with 2 Light Caps, so very defensive kind of cavalry, and I'm not spreading out wide. I'm gonna focus on workshop and fighting in the around it kind of choke point kind of situation. Let's see Aura's army. He's got where the hell is his general? Am I blind? Here he is. Leadership melee gen. He's got light Yarikav level 2, Yarikav level 2, 3 Yarikavs, 2 light caps, as far as I can see. He has attendance going for the farmhouse, so that's good for him. Now he has BP Samurai, Yari Samurai level 3, attendance, Nodachi level 2, Nodachi level 2, Nodachi level 2. He's got some more attendance, Yarisam, so no match looks, so full melee rush well, did I say these two? Yeah, 2 more Yarisams. 4 melee rush with typical Aura's rush style, and we'll see how this works out. I would say my Katana Cav level 2 choice is so far valid. I think it should be, yeah. If he brought a full monk army with spears and shit, that would have been much harder to deal with my cavalry. Anyway, I see he's flanking me, so I don't wanna like slip up and possibly give him a charge or something. So I just move my katana cab in a more defensive position. Uh, Now this is interesting. So I don't have I don't have a lot of units, as you can see. I went quality over quantity here, which is quite risky against Aura, because if you have quality over quantity, there's gonna be some holes left eventually in your army, and player like Aura, who has a lot of micro, or I should say a good micro, and knows the game well, he can exploit this. The first volley was wasted on attendance, I believe. Yeah, Wasted on attendance. Not a very effective volley, but it's much like Ashikaru, so what can you ask for, I guess. Anyway, here the combat starts. He actually moves up, and I get the charge. He did not get the charge on my... yeah, I didn't lose any men on charge, so that was a bit of a mistake from him, and his Bulletproof Samurai is... here the strange thing happens. My unit, I don't know what I charged attendants. He pulled them out, so now my... Look, this is absolutely terrible. I charged attendants, he moves back attendants, so now my Nagi-san is following his attendants, and they get surrounded from 4 sides. Here another charge happens. BP Samurai is charging his Yari Samurai. This BP will destroy that Yari Samurai. That is quite easy to see. So as you can see, look, my unit, because of that... Now, I don't know if he did that on purpose. I think he did. I think that's on purpose, but that was bad of me, but very good on him. Completely destroyed this Naginata Samurai, even though my charge was very decent. So, as you can see, because of my quantity over quality, I have a hole here. A very big one too, so now I need to fill it. I'm gonna need to fill it with this level 9 Naginata Samurai. Matchlocks are firing, very ineffective. Now, here's where important engagement happens. I don't know if he didn't see it, I don't think he saw it, but my level 6 Longyari Ashigaru is in a perfect position next to Dojo. This is like a dream come true for Longyari Samurai. Longyari Ashigaru rather. Some more charges here. He flanked with his Yari Sams, and I have a Nagi-Sam level 9 there. Those Nagi-Sams will clean them up. But I am slowly getting surrounded, and this BP Sam, it didn't rotate that, and that was very lucky for me. If that collapses, I would be in much more trouble. Bunch of cav charges happening here. I charge his Yari cav. The thing that is happening here, he was not expecting me to be aggressive with my cavalry, but maybe he doesn't know that I have great guards. Maybe he didn't notice, but yeah, usually people who play spear heavy box next to a dojo are very defensive with cavalry, but yeah, I saw the opportunity here and charged his Yari cavalry. And that Yari cav will lose. Oh, this is another back charge into light cav. It's a light cav, but those 2 cav units are dead, so that's good for me, and no more flanking around with those cavalry. He still has more cavalry left, but right now, because of that charges, I have almost intact great guards, katana cav. Well, this great guard is 25, but still, the point is our cavalry is kind of equal now. And his cavalry is caught here, and I'm shooting it with a Matchlock Ashigaru. Another charge is happening. This great guard charges in. Is this his cav? No, it's my katana cav. I'm trying to get into his general with his katana cav, but he's got spears there, and I need to pull that out. I'm trying to save my Matchlock Ashigaru. My Matchlock monks they're getting killed by Yari cav, but it's an exchange that I have to take. I cannot help them out. So this Nagi-Sam level 9 cleaned up the Yari samurais, and now both players basically are in a situation. This long Yari, man, 174 kills. They were super effective next to a dojo. Anyway, I'm in a very favorable position now. His chances of winning, I would say, are very low. Yes, I was trying to think of what he could do at this point, because there's not that much because of these 2 units. And he GG's out, actually. Yes, I forgot about that. I had 2 very strong spears left, so even if he somehow kills the other units somehow, I still had a lot of strong infantry left. So this game was kind of stressful because I went for more quality. There was a lot of holes that needed to be filled on my back, on the in the front engagement as well. So, and the cavalry, I got lucky that Aura didn't see that cavalry charge. If he killed my great guards, I would have been in a much more difficult situation. Anyway, let's look at the kills. Yes, this bulletproof Sam killed Yari Samurai first, and then his Nodachis, so they were super effective. Same with Long Yari, they killed mostly Nodachis, I believe, and attendants. Nagisams, man, these two Nagisams were very useful. One was fighting on the right flank, another was fighting on the left flank. Um, they were very good. My cavalry kind of negated his, which was, well, yeah, it was good. Katanaka was not effective, but I think they were good still. They didn't have a lot of kills, but I still think they were effective, because they were a threat all throughout the game. For him, his bulletproof samurai, this is the one that that routed my first Nagi samurai on the right side, so they were quite effective as usual, but not a lot of kills. As for the rest of his army, since he went for quantity, there's not a lot of kills. They're kind of spread out all throughout his units, but yeah, this Yari Samurai level to completely destroy. I think this was the one that fought the bulletproof actually. Completely destroyed. Anyway, thanks for watching. I will see you in the game 4. Actually, the problem is that there is no game 4. I forgot to save the replay because I'm a genius, and I'm gonna link in the description of the live stream of the game 4 that Chaos did during the tournament. So yeah, check out his YouTube channel, and he also has Twitch that he streams a lot. So just check that out. It's gonna be in the description, the game 4. So basically, I will see you in the game 5, because yeah. And we are back in game 5. So I assume you saw the game 4 on Chaos's side, Chaos's YouTube channel. Basically, we went all the way through the tiebreaker, which is rice fields. So the score is 2-2. Um, and let's see what we brought. This is kind of a balanced map. A lot of good builds can work on this map, even matchlock builds. But the map is not that big for matchlocks, as you can see. There's not a lot of running space, but it is flat, so there's not a lot of line of sight issues. Anyway, what I brought though is again 2 great guards with 2 light cavs, defensive cavalry. Seems to be have been working so far. For my infantry, I brought level 9 Yari Ashigarus, 1, 2, 3 of them. Long Yari in the middle, and uh, what is this? And level 6 Naginata Samurais, 2 of them. I brought a Matchlock Samurai with attendants. I brought Daikyu Samurai, which was the first bow in all 5 games that we had in these finals. My journey is the same, leadership with armor piercing bow. So the point is, I have well, for lack of a better word, I have a box pretty much, um, or army that's very prone to boxing, and I'm gonna try to force him to engage me with my bow, and I have a defensive cavalry. So for him, he went with again with his usual style rush. He went Yarisams level 3, Nagisam level 6, So a lot of Nagi-sams in the finals. They were quite successful. Nodachi level 2, Nodachi level 2, attendance, sword attendance, Longyari level 9 with hold firm, BP Sam level 6, sword attendance, Naginata Samurai level 5. Hmm, 5. Right, that is strange. 21. Oh, it doesn't have the second defense upgrade, I see. He's got Yarikav level 2, light cav. Yeah, let's see his cavalry. Level 2 Yarikav, level 6 fire cav, some light cavs, and another. So 3 strong cavalry units, which I think 2 great guards kind of nullify. I think 2 great guards are interesting choice for a defensive army because most people bring 3 strong cavalry units, and yeah, basically, and the 2 great guards and 2 light cav. I believe is a nice, strong enough cavalry if you can spare the retainer slot for them. Anyway, so as for my box, again, I kind of went for quality, not quantity. A lot of boxes you can usually see in tournaments are a lot of units, and it's just like a great big meat grinder of swords and spears. But I only have one line of defense on each side, and on this side, not even that. So it's not a perfect box, especially considering that I have let's see how much is this. I have 3k on cavalry, so it's not a complete infantry spam. So the what he's doing though is interesting because he's getting close here. My bow is already 16 kills. Uh, Basically, yes, his best bet here is to completely surround me and attack from all sides at the same time. So we'll see how that goes. Here I have Yari Ashigaru. I go in Spear Wall. He charges in with Sword Attendants and he has a long Yari here. Let's see, I'm already in a stand and fight. This long Yari is engaging my Yari Ashigaru. Here the fire arrows go for Nodachis. 20 kills in one volley. That is absolutely insane. So here he charges my Yari in. He wants to route this flank, and this is very risky for me. The fact that I'm not popping hold firm is very risky. I kind of bit the bullet here. Here my Nagi-Sams are surrounded by Bulletproof Samurai and his Nagi-Samurai. I charge in the front to quickly rout those units. I don't want to get into prolonged fight if I can take care of the swords quickly. My long Yari Ashigaru absolutely destroys. 7 kills. This Nodachi is getting completely annihilated. Here I pop the hold firm. This is the first hold firm that I used on this flank, and yeah, it's gonna do the job. His long Yari is going even with my normal Yari Ashigaru, which is well more than I can ask for, I guess. Here he fakes the charge, but I didn't. Yes, here I charge in. But he doesn't charge me back. Now he charges me with his back, with the light cab that he used behind. But his Yari cab already took the full charge. But this is another problem that I have, that I had in the last game as well, in the game 3 rather. A lot of holes left because I don't have many units. My Nagi-Sam are wavering, but they're not routing. Some more charges with cavalry, but the thing is, I'm not losing cavalry engagement. I'm going at least even, or even better. And because I destroyed the Nodachis on this flank, I can afford to move units from there and help out the rest of the army. He gets in with his fire cav into my bows, but uh, yes. Let's see. Yeah, he's gonna kill some bows, some matchlocks, but the problem is my long Yari and I have this Yari Ashigaru and another one, like full strength Ashigaru units are still alive. And he charges in his general here. And yeah, my great guards are not at full strength, but they still are gonna kill quite a lot. Here he charges in his general final time, but against two great guards, not even upgraded leader gen with melee stats is gonna work very well. So the game 5 is going my way. As you can see, these Nagi-sams sure did a lot of work, man. They did not rout. They didn't rout. I was very lucky. He had cavalry behind them and so on, but yeah. Having Renyo and Leader Gen with stand and fight is super strong with level 6 non-Banzai units. They become very cost effective at that point. So that's it. I won this tournament. Finally I beat Aura. I mean he almost always beat me, especially in last two tournaments we played in the finals. He beat me both times, I think, so this was quite a relief. As you can see, well, I did say he went for quantity, but it doesn't show on deployment because I used Ashigarus. But he had a lot more, many more units than I did. Anyway, my long Yari, they destroyed. A lot of Nodachis, they got manhandled pretty rough. Nagi-sams, yeah, these level 6 Nagi-sams, 3 of them, they did the work. This one guy got wrecked kind of, but 70 kills is not the end of the world anyway. This Yari Ashigaru though, I don't know which side it was fighting on, but it also didn't do too well. But either way, for him also, his Nagidanta Samurais did the best. His Long Yari was not effective, I think. I was surprised that it didn't beat my level 9, didn't decisively beat my level 9 Yari Ashigaru, so that was surprising. But his cavalry was not effective. He got charged with my great guards and light cav and so on, so that was not effective. Anyway, thanks for watching and I will see you next time. Bye.